Manchester United remains one of the most valuable and high-profile sports brands in the world, and any talk of a takeover instantly draws attention. The Glazer family, who have controlled United since 2005, have been under pressure from fans and prospective buyers alike to sell, or sell down. Among the names circling are Sheikh Jassim of Qatar, Sir Jim Ratcliffe via Ineos, and more recently, hints of interest from Saudi Arabia and figures like Turki Al-Sheikh. Public bids in recent years provide a baseline for what the market thinks Manchester United is worth. Sheikh Jassim's bids have been reported at around £5.5 billion for full ownership. These offers include clearing the club's debt and making investments. However, the Glazers appear to believe the club is worth more. Multiple media reports suggest their valuation has consistently been near £6 billion, especially when factoring in infrastructure costs, Old Trafford, training facilities, debt obligations, and potential future commercial growth. Part of that premium comes from Glazer-controlled shares. Experts say the shares the Glazers own carry special weight, beyond simple market price, because they control voting rights, Class B shares, and command of the club's strategy. Any buyer wanting full control would need to pay more than just the public valuation. There is also the matter of the club's debts. Manchester United carry considerable liabilities, including debt from prior leveraged takeovers, outstanding transfer fees, obligations for stadium maintenance, plus infrastructure investment. Any realistic purchaser must factor in not just the purchase of shares but also absorbing or settling these debts. Another layer is the cost of modernizing the stadium and facilities. Old Trafford is iconic but aging, training grounds and amenities require updating. The cost to bring everything up to modern standard is substantial. Bidders are likely to budget billions more beyond the pure cost of acquisition. When discussing a bidder like Turki Al-Sheikh or other Saudi-linked entities, one key question is whether they are willing to meet or exceed the Glazer's asked valuation. Reports suggest that unless someone comes close to the £6 billion mark, the Glazers may not sell. Another factor is whether only a controlling stake is being sold or the full ownership. Some bids, notably those from Sir Jim Ratcliffe, have proposed acquiring majority control rather than 100%. The Glazers retaining some stake changes the negotiation dynamics, likely lowering what they need in cash upfront but potentially complicating obligations and profits downstream. Saudi interest often comes with different financial expectations and abilities. If a Saudi investor or PIF-style entity were serious, they might be prepared to pay a premium, not just for the club but for commercial potential, media rights, regional influence, brand synergy. Such bidders are often less sensitive to short-term financial metrics than to long-term strategic value. But there are also risks. Regulatory approvals, Premier League ownership rules, UEFA rules, scrutiny over finances, fan backlash, and transparency mean any deal will need to be clean and well structured. These risks tend to push up the required premium further. Some sources quoted in recent times suggest that offers in the region of £5 to £5.5 billion have been lodged but have fallen short of what the Glazers want. The consistent number in many reports for what the Glazers are holding out for is near £6 billion or more when all extra costs are included. As for Turki Al-Sheikh specifically, at present there is no confirmed public bid on the same scale as those from Sheikh Jassim or Ratcliffe. His name has come up in the context of friendly matches, potential investment, or interest, but not a formal acquisition offer that is widely verified. That said, if he or other Saudi interests do decide to make a bid, they will likely have to match or exceed the asking price the Glazers have set. In the end, while United remains for sale in part or in whole under some Glazer family members' statements, the gap between what is being offered and what the Glazers want is still substantial. The next credible bid will need not only to reflect the club's current market value, but also its debts, investment needs, and the Glazers' premium for selling control.